Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird won't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring.
Hello my friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel, or shall I say welcome back. Today we are going to take an adventure into some haunted forests. So despite all the fun, amazing hobbies that you could possibly do there, this forest is actually known for a lot of interesting things. The Hoia Baciu forest is said to have portals into other dimensions and parallel worlds. Spirits have been seen and heard there, along with glowing reddish-orange balls of light at night, and has even been known as a hotspot for UFO sightings. And if you don't know, this is the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania. Its name came from a tale about a shepherd who went missing with 200 flock of sheep. Guys, that is just so many sheep. Like, how does 200 flock of sheep just go missing with no evidence, nothing? Then there's also another story about a 5-year-old girl who went missing. She apparently was playing with her dolls and then walked off into the forest and just went missing for 5 years. And the weirdest part about all of this is that whenever she had came back just out of nowhere, she had no recollection of what had happened, as if no time was lost, and she was still 5 years old. Creepy. You know, you'd expect her to at least, be 10, age a little bit. And the last story I have for this forest is going to be about 4 friends that went there in the springtime at night, and what sounded like an elderly man coming into their tent in the middle of the night, asking them nicely for about 20 minutes if he could come in. Hello, can I come in? Hello. Campers, being scared, knowing the history of the forest, have stayed so still they didn't even move a muscle. Was it a crazy man? Was it a prankster? Was it a spirit or something much more sinister? No one really knows, but needless to say, when the noises finally stopped, the friends stuffed as they could. They grabbed as much stuff as they could, and they booked it. They booked it straight for the roads, leaving everything else that they couldn't grab behind. The next forest that we are going to be talking about today is going to be the Wychwood forest in Oxfordshire, England. The forest used to be royal hunting grounds where even some blood was shed. There has been some pretty eerie legends of this forest that include spirits, hobgoblins, witches, and even demons. One of the oldest stories that I could find of this forest was about Amy Robsart. She was the wife of the Earl of Leicester. She mysteriously died of a broken neck and confronted her husband as a ghost while he was hunting in Wychwood, and predicted that he would join her in 10 days, which he did after falling ill. And it is said anyone who meets her will befall a similar and swift fate. Other sightings have mentioned seeing and hearing spirits of children sobbing, hearing horse carriages rustling through the forest. Some tales also talk about seeing apparitions of hands and arms reaching out from behind trees and bushes trying to grab whoever walks by. Woo! Either way, that sounds pretty scary. How many of you would be terrified if you were walking through a forest and a apparition of a hand or an arm that was, obviously translucent, reached out and tried to grab you? Sounds like a trail I wouldn't want to be taking anytime soon. Actually, me personally, I would. I'd be doing that, bringing all my spirit gear and all that great stuff that, you're supposed to do with all those great spirits, and, anyways. And of course, our third and last story for today is going to be the Black Forest. It's located in Württemberg, southwest Germany. It was historically known for mining and is a local hotspot for tourism. Each year, tons of people visit for the scenic views and to hike all the trails, while others go there to fish and visit the lakes. But despite the growing population and the beauty in the forest that comes with it, it's known to have a very scary side. Guys, Black Forest in Germany, that is what all the grim tales are known for. How many of you guys at home can sit here and tell me that you guys know the tale of Hansel and Gretel? Right? So many of you, or at least that's all I can assume. But if you do not know, it is a tale about 2 siblings that go into the forest. Being the mischievous kids that they are, they start to walk up to the house, and the old lady comes out and invites them inside for some fresh treats. After they go into the house, the old lady ends up being a creepy old hag witch that tries to kill and eat them, but they prevail and they kick her into the oven, saving themselves. Long story short. But that isn't the only grim tale that this forest is known for. The tale of the Grousman is a tall, horribly disfigured man with bulging eyes and many arms. Bad children who entered the forest were made to confess their sins to him, and the worst of the children were never to be seen again. Now, if you guys ask me, this kind of sounds like a Germanic version of a horrible Slender Man. It does not sound very fun, like a creepy... Oh, wait. Slender Man doesn't have bulging eyes, he has no face. But still, kind of reminds me of him. Super creepy, not okay. And, of course, the last grim story that I have for you today is going to be the tale of the Goose Girl. This tale tells a story of about a princess on her way to be a prince in a faraway kingdom. However, the maid that was with her had bad intentions and convinced the young princess to trade places with her. The maid took her magical horse that she had that could actually talk. Her name was Falada. And when they arrived to the castle, the fake princess had Falada killed just to hide her misdeed. The Goose Girl had Falada's skull hung over the city's gate, yearning the attention of the king. She told her story, and the king punished the false princess by rolling her around in the city in a spiked barrel until she died. Yeah, guys, that's right. A spiked barrel around in the city. Can you imagine that kind of... This forest is based off these ominous stories, leaving creepy witches, werewolves, and even the devil himself waiting within the thickness of the forest. Some people even tell stories about hearing kids laugh and even seeing apparitions of spirits while hiking. Well, guys, it looks like we have went on another adventure, but this time into a spooky, grim, haunted forest. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. And if you do like and you're new, go ahead and subscribe right down below. And go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. I will see you guys next time.